All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, tomorrow, 11th of November, is the D-Day in IMO, Bayelsa, and KOGI states. These states have the opportunity to rid themselves of the demonic hold of the APC. But as we all know, INEC is heavily compromised. 2 days ago, Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere exposed the rigging template of APC Imo State chapter, and that was the template they planned to export to KOGI and Bayelsa states. That one was exposed, but we know APC will stop at nothing to try to rig these elections, especially seeing that their candidates will not even finish second if elections are free and fair. The people in the states have learned how to deal with the tricks of the APC to a great extent. They have learned how to collect their money and still not vote for them. What they must do now is to make sure that they defend their votes like the people of Abia State did to avoid the manipulations of INEC. INEC is now the major opponent. The INEC chairman came out today and made a statement almost indicting himself by himself. And Nigerians came out en masse, flooded his Twitter handle, and he had to delete the post. And to be honest, this man's safety is not guaranteed in the south. He should better limit his dealings to the north. He made a statement that was like a confession, and within minutes, thousands of Nigerians attacked him with negative remarks. But before I show you what he said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that underscores the reason why the people of Imo State must emulate the people of Abia State and get Hope Uzodinma out of power tomorrow. See the video.
Since Governor Hope Uzodinma assumed office in Imo State, there has not been peace in Imo State. Nobody has slept with their two eyes closed. You know, I mean, I surprisingly, I watched him speak in another station this evening. And on that note, I must commend your station for what you do, because it appears like, I wouldn't know, but for a sitting governor, you're reading out your responses from a tele. You know, it shows you've totally lacked everything that shows governance. What are you telling people? They've written something for you to read. And most times, I mean, for most of the things he read out there, I felt he wasn't really living in Imo. And truth be told, he has spent more time in Abuja than he has spent in Imo State. So I think most of the things or the projects he thinks he has done only exist in his head. It's like an illusion, because I don't know where he has done those things. I'm sure he believes he had done them probably in the dreamland. But reality, there is nothing to show anything about government in Imo State. There is no sign. It's funny when you watch a couple of, we know that good video editors can do a lot of things, you know, very good. They can go to Enugu or go to another state, import roads and put it and tell you it's in Imo State. Those things are not true. And I dare, including whoever he was talking to, the interviewer, to come to Imo State and see it. We have roads in Imo State that a pregnant woman would lose pregnancy just flying on those roads. The 305 wards in Imo State has nothing to show that there is any government in Imo State. The 305 wards in Imo State, as I speak to you, Charles, I am telling you, send any of your reporters to come and investigate. You know, when he tells people he's built schools, schools in Imo State are without roofs. Some are outgrown by grass. So when this man tells people, I mean, and funny enough, you're a governor, you're almost coming to the end of your tenure, 4 good years, and you go to rallies and you tell people, I will. Is that what Imolites are expecting to hear from you? People expect you to give a report on what you've done. Let them score you. You should be telling people, I have done this, I have done that, but you still see Governor Hope Uzodinma go to rallies telling people, I will do this, I will build road, I will build schools, I will build hospitals. So what have you done for the 4 good years that you've spent over 800 billion naira of Imo State money? What have you used it for? But then, if I ask that question, it will look as if I'm being unfair to him, because this is also a governor that promised nothing he didn't campaign. He promised nothing to Imo people. He has done nothing for Imo people, but he has taken away everything from Imo people.
Right.
And
well,
for a governor that spends better time, but let me conclude. For a governor that spends more time, as a matter of fact, in Imo State, he's a visiting governor. You know, he's a visiting governor. He spends more time in Abuja than he spends in his home state. We've had governors in these states, and all of them govern the state from the state, including those that we look at and those that we look around and we say, okay, these governors did well. They all govern from their state, but this governor only flies into Imo State. Once he comes in, they turn on the generator in the government house. He spends a couple of hours and they turn it off and he goes back to Abuja. So how would he not come out and tell Imo people all what he's saying? Right. Including today, Imo is the capital of unemployment. That's the capital of unemployment, right, with over 80% unemployed youth.
You have heard that. Nigeria must rid itself of this demonic party called APC through physical confrontation by the people, and it all starts in Imo and Kogi states tomorrow. Now, let us look at the confessions of the INEC chairman. He started by saying INEC does not have a candidate in the Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa elections. The paper reported it like this: INEC, not political party, has no candidate in Bayelsa, Imo, Kogi elections, Mahmoud Yakubu. Then he followed up by saying or admitting that the last election, that is the presidential election, was not credible. Look at how the papers reported it. Lessons learned from recent polls. We will ensure credible elections, INEC chairman. He said from the recent polls conducted, that is from the 2023 presidential election conducted in February, he has learned his lessons. Now he will ensure credible elections in these gubernatorial elections. What does this tell us? This tells us that the presidential election was not credible, but we know that he has not learned any lesson because it was not a mistake. The fact that the presidential election was not credible was not a mistake. It was a deliberate manipulation from him because he was paid. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, the fact that INEC has to keep reassuring Nigerians that they are impartial and not favoring any side in the upcoming elections reveals the dissatisfaction of Nigerians with the previous elections, and it indicates that Nigerians have lost trust and faith in them. That one is sure. And this tweet by King says, pathological liar. The man, Professor Yakub Mahmoud, is a pathological liar. And this tweet by Humphrey says, believe him at your own risk. Nobody believes him. The whole country is telling the people of Imo and Kogi to stand up for their rights. And this tweet here says, but you have a political party. Yes, you don't have a candidate in the elections, but you have a political party. You can't deny that. And this tweet by Wispo says that INEC chairman feels the need to sag, shows that they know the people know that they are working for APC. In Imo State, we will do our best to defend our votes. I feel sorry in advance for any INEC staff in Imo that plays any kind of games. They won't get home in one piece. This is the spirit. This is the spirit we are looking for. We can't keep making it easy for them to steal our common wealth. How many are these people, for God's sake? We know the masterminds of electoral manipulations, yes, but the truth is, Tinubu has never gone to any polling unit to snatch a ballot box. Yakub Mahmoud will be in his house tomorrow as the votes are being casted. He won't be in any of the 3 states. It is from amongst us that they pick the people who help them manipulate these elections. So the people they are picking, we know them, and they are not beyond us. They are not people we cannot handle. Let us not be too docile, my people. We can do this. Abia State did it few months ago, and we can already see the results. Look at how they are reaping the dividends of democracy. Look at how they are seeing the benefits of good leadership under the Labour Party candidate, Dr. Alex Oti. And that is why we are urging the people of Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa to do the same tomorrow. So, the people of Imo, Kogi, and Bayelsa, The ball is in your court. It's either you stand up for your rights or you allow this evil APC to continue to dominate you to your injury and squander your commonwealth. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So, don't go away. Don't go